Football has long been a stage where dreams are made and broken. Legends are born in moments of brilliance, but their stories are shaped by trials, struggles, and unwavering determination. From poverty-stricken streets to packed stadiums, from the earliest days of youth to the brightest lights of World Cups and Champions Leagues, these 10 footballing legends didn't just play the game, they redefined it. Today, we take you on a journey through time and space to witness the rise of football's greatest heroes. Each chapter will unveil not only their extraordinary skills but also the personal battles, sacrifices, and victories that made them who they are. This is more than just a list, this is a testament to the human spirit and the pursuit of greatness. Welcome to the story of the 10 greatest footballers of all time. Born in poverty in the favelas of Brazil, Pelé's first football was a bundle of rags, but his dreams were made of something much bigger. He was told he would never make it because of his small stature, but Pelé believed in his vision. His family's sacrifices and their belief in him were the foundation of his journey. In 1958, at just 17, he became the youngest player ever to play in a World Cup and the youngest to score in a World Cup final. His goals in 1962 and his leadership in 1970 solidified him as the greatest. Pelé's performances were not just about football, they were a representation of hope for millions of Brazilians who faced adversity every day. Injuries plagued his career, and many doubted his ability to bounce back. He was not just a footballer, he was a beacon of hope, and the pressure was immense. Yet, Pelé always fought back with determination. The personal sacrifices he made were often overlooked, but his commitment to greatness never wavered. Pelé didn't just win 3 World Cups, but he brought the world together through the love of football. He became a global ambassador, spreading the game to every corner of the globe. His journey from poverty to greatness inspires anyone who faces obstacles in life. Pelé's story reminds us that no dream is too big when you believe in yourself. Pelé's greatness lies not just in the goals he scored but in the hope he inspired in generations to come. His legacy is everlasting, for he showed us that with talent, perseverance, and heart, anything is possible. Maradona grew up in the slums of Buenos Aires, where football was his only escape. His story is one of pure passion, determination, and resilience. From his early days in Villa Fiorito, where the streets were his playground, he learned that football was more than just a sport, it was survival. The 1986 World Cup. Maradona's journey in the 1986 World Cup is legendary. He carried Argentina on his shoulders, taking them to glory with both the hand of God and his magnificent solo goal against England. His talent was undeniable, but his inner strength to push through the toughest circumstances was what set him apart. The world saw Maradona's brilliance, but few understood the pain he endured. His battles with addiction, the pressure of being the face of Argentina, and his fall from grace were constant companions. Yet, he always rose again. His comeback stories, both on the pitch and off it, showed his relentless spirit. Maradona was more than just a footballer, he was a symbol of defiance. His story of overcoming personal demons resonates with anyone who has faced dark times and emerged stronger. He was not perfect, but his ability to inspire through adversity made him a true legend. Maradona reminds us that greatness comes with flaws, but it's how we rise from them that defines us. Maradona's story is a testament to human spirit. No matter how many times you fall, what matters is getting back up. He wasn't just a footballer, he was an emblem of resilience. From the poverty-stricken streets of Rosario, Argentina, Messi's story is one of overcoming odds. Diagnosed with a growth hormone deficiency at a young age, Messi's dreams seemed impossible. But his family believed in him, and so did Barcelona, who took him in at a young age, giving him a chance to fulfill his destiny. Messi's career has been one of unrivaled success. He broke record after record. Most goals in a calendar year, Barcelona's all-time top scorer, and multiple Ballon d'Ors. But it's not just his records that inspire, it's the way he plays. With humility, grace, and an unmatched love for the game, Messi rewrote the definition of excellence. Messi's journey wasn't without its struggles. The heartbreak of losing finals with Argentina, especially the 2014 World Cup, tore at his soul. There were moments where it seemed like the weight of an entire nation rested on his shoulders. But Messi persevered. His 2021 Copa America victory with Argentina was not just a win. It was the culmination of years of struggle, and a moment that showed his true character. Messi's legacy isn't just about the goals or titles. It's about inspiring countless individuals around the world that greatness doesn't require arrogance. His humility, love for his family, and dedication to the game have made him a global role model. Messi's story reminds us that talent and perseverance will always triumph over adversity. Lionel Messi is the embodiment of how far a humble heart, hard work, and dedication can take you. His journey teaches us that no matter how many times we fail, what truly matters is how we rise and keep pushing forward. Born into poverty in Madeira, Ronaldo's story is one of determination from the very beginning. He was told he would never make it because of his background, but Ronaldo's passion and work ethic were unmatched. He was driven not just by the desire to be the best, but by the belief that his circumstances would never define him. Growth and evolution. Ronaldo's journey from a talented, yet raw, winger to the most complete forward in football history is inspiring. His relentless work ethic, which saw him transform his body and refine his skills year after year, is a model of discipline. From his first steps at Manchester United to becoming a global icon, Ronaldo's rise has been nothing short of legendary. Cristiano Ronaldo's story is also one of overcoming criticism and expectations. He was often compared to Messi, with many questioning his consistency. But through every challenge, every moment of doubt, Ronaldo showed the world that his focus, his mentality, and his love for the game could overcome anything. His struggles with injury, his controversies, and his constant pressure to perform have only fueled his desire to be the greatest. Ronaldo has left an indelible mark on the world, breaking records and winning trophies wherever he's gone. But his legacy is about more than just stats. It's about inspiring the next generation to believe in themselves. Ronaldo's work ethic, leadership, and resilience are lessons for everyone. Ronaldo's story is a story of relentless pursuit. It's a reminder that no matter where you come from, the only limit to your success is the one you set for yourself. Zinedine Zidane, the artist of elegance and leadership. In the quiet suburbs of Marseille, a boy named Zinedine Zidane danced with a football on concrete streets. Born to Algerian immigrants, Zidane's upbringing was humble, shaped by culture, faith, and struggle. Football was not just an escape, it was his identity. On those rough pitches, young Zizou developed his trademark balance and grace. His journey from the backstreets of Le Castellane to the world's biggest stages is a tale of talent, resilience, and redemption. Zidane's career blossomed at Bordeaux before Juventus polished him into a midfield genius. His touch was velvet, his vision poetic. But it was in France's blue jersey that he etched his name in football folklore. In the 1998 World Cup final, under the roar of a home crowd, Zidane's two-headed goals silenced Brazil and lifted a nation still wrestling with identity. For many, he was the perfect blend of French pride and immigrant heritage. But Zidane was never just technique, he was fire and calm, poetry and power. His 2006 World Cup swan song was iconic and tragic, his Panenka against Buffon, then his red card for the infamous headbutt. It was a human moment. Flawed, emotional, unforgettable. As a manager, Zidane achieved the impossible, guiding Real Madrid to 3 consecutive Champions League titles. Quiet, humble, and wise, Zidane proved leadership isn't loud. It's consistent, composed, and brilliant. Zidane's story is a reminder. Elegance can dominate, and even our missteps can become part of our myth. He is not just one of the greatest midfielders ever, he is one of football's truest expressions of art. Ronaldinho, the joy of football. Before the trophies, the fame, or the flashing lights, there was just a boy from Porto Alegre with a football and a smile. Ronaldinho Gaucho grew up in a modest home, taught the magic of the game by his father and older brother. His story is the tale of how joy, flair, and spontaneity can change the sport forever. Ronaldinho didn't just play football, he danced with it. His feet moved to the rhythm of samba, and his smile captured hearts across continents. From Gremio to PSG, then to Barcelona, he turned football matches into carnivals. His elástico moves, no-look passes, and dazzling runs made defenders dizzy and fans ecstatic. His peak at Barcelona was a gift to the game. When he received a standing ovation at the Santiago Bernabeu, Real Madrid's sacred ground, it was a sign of true greatness. He played for joy, and in doing so, reminded the world that football is supposed to be fun. But Ronaldinho's life was not without turbulence. Fame, partying, and inconsistency dimmed his flame earlier than expected. Yet even in decline, his moments of brilliance never disappeared. His influence is eternal. Neymar, Messi, and countless others grew up watching him. Ronaldinho made the beautiful game more beautiful, and he did it with a grin that never faded. His story teaches us that you don't need to win every title to win hearts. You need to be unforgettable. And Ronaldinho, the magician, will always be. Franz Beckenbauer, the Kaiser of command and class. In post-war Germany, a young boy named Franz Beckenbauer found purpose in football. From the rubble of Munich, he rose not only as a player but as a symbol of German resurgence, unity, and discipline. Nicknamed Der Kaiser, Beckenbauer redefined what it meant to be a defender. He didn't just stop attackers, he built attacks. As the pioneer of the libero, sweeper, role, he glided across the pitch with authority, vision, and unmatched intelligence. His leadership was natural, his technique effortless. Beckenbauer captained West Germany to a Euro title in 1972 and a World Cup triumph in 1974. His elegance and tactical mind made him a footballing philosopher. Later, as manager, he did the unthinkable, winning the World Cup again in 1990. Few can boast greatness both on the pitch and from the touchline. But his legacy isn't only in trophies. It's in his poise, his influence on modern defending, and his diplomatic role in football development. Beckenbauer was football's statesman, respected, refined, and revered. Franz's story is a lesson in how intelligence, class, and confidence can carve a legacy that outlives even glory. George Best, the genius and the tragedy. If I had been born ugly, you'd never have heard of Pelé, George Best once said with a wink. But behind the humor and charm was a genius whose light burned bright, and faded too soon. Born in Belfast, Northern Ireland, Best was spotted by Manchester United as a teen. What followed was stardom laced with sorcery. Best's dribbling was untouchable, his balance sublime, and his flair magnetic. At just 22, he helped United win the 1968 European Cup, the first English team to do so. But Best was more than a footballer, he was a pop icon, the fifth Beatle. The pressure, fame, and excess consumed him. Alcohol, nightclubs, and instability shortened a career that could have rivaled anyone's. His later years were a painful contrast to his genius youth. Yet the magic remained. In grainy clips and old interviews, we still see the brilliance that made crowds gasp. His flaws made him human, his football made him divine. Best's story is a haunting reminder that talent is fragile. He is a legend not just because of what he did, but because of what could have been. Alfredo Di Stefano, the forgotten architect of greatness. Before Messi, before Maradona, before even Pelé, there was Di Stefano. The name might not echo as loudly today, but in his time, Alfredo Di Stefano was football's most complete player. Born in Buenos Aires, Di Stefano played for Argentina, Colombia, and Spain, unthinkable today. But his real masterpiece came with Real Madrid. There, he was the engine behind 5 straight European Cup wins. He defended, attacked, passed, and scored. He was the heartbeat of a dynasty. Di Stefano was football's Swiss Army knife. He wasn't the flashiest, but he was always the most important. Teammates revered him, opponents feared him. Without him, there might never have been a Real Madrid as we know it. His legacy lives in every versatile player, in every team that builds from deep, in every leader who leads by example. He was the architect of greatness. And though modern fans may not chant his name, the game still whispers it every time a complete player takes the pitch. From the slums of Rosario to the streets of Belfast, from war-torn Munich to the beaches of Brazil, these 10 legends carved stories that stretch far beyond the touchline. Each carried dreams, pain, purpose, and pride. They remind us that football is not just a game. It's escape, it's identity, it's joy, it's redemption. These players danced with the ball and destiny. Their lives teach us that greatness is not measured only in goals or trophies, but in the hearts they touched, the moments they created, and the inspiration they left behind. Their stories live in every child who dares to dream, and as long as a ball rolls, the names will never fade. Subscribe to Sportspace 4 for more epic football stories that inspire.